So, yeah. Well, no, fat's a greasy substance, and I'm not a greasy substance. So, yeah, I tell myself these things. I don't choose to be poor. Yeah, because someone said this, and I'm gonna use it. They were like, a fat person never turns down food. Yeah, a fat person never turns down food. Speaking of which, I need to figure out what I'm gonna order. I didn't eat dinner. I had some fries, but that's it. Or maybe I might not eat. I might just go to bed and just order something tomorrow. No, I haven't watched the Backrooms yet. There's some stuff I gotta watch. I haven't eaten anything. How about you save up? No, or never mind, I'm not even gonna say that. I do not want to work for someone else. Anyways, I don't need someone to call welfare check, so I don't even want to harm myself. That's all I'm gonna say. I just feel defeated. Like, when someone tells me something like, oh, I'm hanging out, having a good time, here I am stuck, and I can't go anywhere. I wish, because look, it is a perfect night to be swimming. If I had my own pool, I would be swimming right now. Well, yeah, that's why it's better that people don't gift people and they just send it to their PayPal, Cash App, whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and tell people to Cash App me. You do it because you want to, and I don't even have Cash App. I only have PayPal, so I don't care if I could swim. At least if I had a place with a movie theater and everything, I'd be the cool person. I wouldn't be poor broke Tophia. That's just how it is. Unloved, unworthy. I'm stupid. I haven't even figured out the sauce to make money. I'm unworthy. I'm fat. I'm ugly. I just tell myself this stuff. You got money? Man. Well, no, actually, TikTok, you work for yourself because you're self-employed. So I don't work for a company. I work for myself because any money I make from TikTok, I have to pay taxes on that. You do know that, right? So they told me to talk to them about my taxes because of the carjacking and what happened. I could get my taxes waived so I wouldn't have to pay it. But to be honest, when you're self-employed, you gotta pay taxes. I'm a self-employed person. So any money I make from TikTok, I have to pay taxes on that. And I haven't made enough for the taxes. So it's usually over, I don't know what the amount is, but yeah. No, I don't work for TikTok. I work for myself. TikTok has rules and guidelines in place that people have to follow. But if I'm being 100% honest, TikTok does not, and I mean TikTok does not, yeah, I work for myself. When I go to file taxes, I have to file under self-employed. I gotta pay taxes. When you work for TikTok, you're self-employed. When you work for YouTube, you're self-employed. Man, hold on. Mi madre. She's funny. Sorry, I saw a message from my mom. Anyways. Anyways. I just don't feel good enough, and that's my decision, and it's not because of anybody else, it's not because of rejection, that's how I feel. I don't need anyone to put a name to it. Well, I'm not naming anyone or saying anyone. That's just, if I'm not good enough for someone to and I'm not saying stick around, I don't know how to say it. I don't even know, to be honest with you, if people fall out of love with me, then I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. I'm undeserving. I'm unloved. I'm unworthy. And I tell myself that. And I don't need someone to be like, you need to stop talking to yourself like that. No, that's not going to make me feel better. You don't live in my brain. My depression, and I get it. And I'm tired of hearing that too. Everyone's going through something. I'm so sick of that already. I'm not even talking about anyone. You can have an idea of whoever you want. I'm not even talking about anybody. I don't put a name to it. If I put a name to it, then I'm talking about someone. But I don't talk about someone and not name them, so let's not do that. Sympathy, babe. I could care less about sympathy. I've always felt that way. I've never been in a relationship with anyone. I've never been with anyone, and anytime it gets close to anything, then it ends up turning to be nothing. So why even bother? Why even believe in something that isn't going to happen? I don't believe in love anymore. I don't. You guys bring up Wesley, and I don't understand why you keep bringing him up. And say, oh, he was just being... No, he was not just being friendly. You don't constantly tell someone, when am I going to see you? When am I going to see you? Okay, I get it if you're friends with someone, right? But if I was telling someone, when am I going to see you? That is not friendly. I'm just going to put that out there. Personal. Why are you sitting here questioning me? That's crazy. What is going on? Did it freeze? I think it froze. No, because I see the likes. Or unless that's me. Oh. Hold on. Yeah. To be honest with you, yes, I could go look for someone, but I don't. And I'm not going to even explain why. Well, it's not that I'm not even going to explain, because I don't want to, and because I was advised not to, so I'm not going to say anything. So yeah, that's how I feel. No, he's not dead. Why would you say that? I just don't believe in it. I just really don't. When someone says they love me, they never really meant it. It was a lie. You know, like when Wesley would say certain things like, "Oh, yeah, anything to get," and to literally say, "Oh, it was to take your money." I never gave him any money. I never gifted him. I never sent him any money. I never did anything. He just naturally just liked me because I was me. Saying all these things, doing all these things. Then, yes, he left social media and it wasn't because of me. I didn't cause him to leave social media. I'm just so tired of the BS. I just don't even. And this, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about TikTok. You know, maybe, yes, one time in real life, but like on TikTok, like I'm so tired. I'm so done. Like I don't know. I just don't believe in it anymore, and that's all. You know, I just really don't believe in it. I didn't send him money. That was someone else that I sent $5 to. It was $5 freaking. Like, I'm so tired. I'm like so done. I just, you know, I'm over it. Like, why? You don't have to be in a relationship to have value. If I'm alone forever, then so be it. I just don't even want to go that route. And besides, I don't trust anyone anymore. I will never trust anyone anymore. If someone says they love me, I ain't gonna believe it. No, you gonna lie to me. Then you're gonna tell me, then you're gonna have me get close to you, and then you're gonna push me onto the floor. You're gonna shove me and tell me get away. Like, why am I gonna believe that when that's all I've known? That wasn't Wesley, that was someone else. Like, that's all I know. So, like, why would I care? That makes people go heartless, because they get hurt so many times that they turn heartless. Weight has nothing to do with it. I don't want to. I just want to give up. I just am tired. I'm done. I'm exhausted. Like, you know, look. And I get it. Like, conventionally attractive people do have some issues. But they don't have issues when it comes to dating. They don't have to. Yeah, I'm not saying they don't go through some untrustworthy people. But I'm not going to trust anyone anymore. I'm just, you know. What? I don't want to. That's not even what I'm talking about. Like, do people really listen, or do they? Because you're not listening. Who said anything about moving in with anyone? I never said that. That's not what I'm even talking about. I don't want to do anything about it. I don't want to date anyone. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in love. I'm not going to do that. I gave up. I'm done. It is what it is. You keep repeating that, and you're just going to get blocked. In no way, shape, or form did I say anything about that, so go preach to someone else. Who said I wanted to sleep with anyone? Why does everyone want to sleep? What is this, like, sleep? Can we stop trying to sleep with everybody? I already said why. Because I feel abandoned. Anytime someone shows any feelings towards me, they just end up leaving. I'm not good enough for people to stay around. I just literally said that. Why do I have to keep explaining something to people? I shouldn't have to explain it. If you didn't hear it the first time, you never gonna hear it. It is what it is. When someone tells me something, I'm not gonna believe it. I don't trust anyone. Well, yeah. And also because, like, I'm new to this thing, so I probably want to go on dates with women, not men, to be honest. Like, I am content with myself. I don't need someone to say, oh, you need to love yourself first. I'm so sick and tired of that. I'm myself. I'm always myself around people. Being myself doesn't get me anybody. Maybe I should pretend to be someone else, because if I pretend to be someone else, maybe someone will like me for pretending. Nobody likes me when I'm myself, so maybe if I pretend to be someone else, that'll work. I'm just saying. I am working on myself. I have worked on myself. Like I said, and this has nothing, I'm talking about online. I'm not talking about in real life, okay? Well, in general, you know what I mean? Like, I just believe that. And this is not to make anyone feel bad. And I'm going to state this. This is not to make anyone feel bad. This is not to hurt anybody. This is not to sit here and, say, poor me. Oh, and I don't want people to say, oh, you're just upset because they don't like you and blah, blah, blah. I'm not naming people. I'm not talking about a specific person. If someone doesn't like me, cool. You don't like me, you don't like me like that. Okay, I'm not going to be upset over that. Maybe a little bit, but not to that extent. Like, I just don't believe in it anymore. It's BS. It's lies. People just tell you what you want to hear. But I'm gonna go because I need to go I need to go eat something. I didn't take 7 Tylenol to manipulate someone. I took 7 Tylenol because I didn't feel like I wanted to be here. That has nothing to do with whether someone liked me or not. That was not manipulating someone into liking me. Maybe you should know the difference. Yes, it was because of a message, but it was because of other people too. And to put solely blame on someone else is crazy, considering the fact that you tell someone to harm themselves. What do you think they're going to do? And then you don't want to take accountability for that. I need to go figure out what I'm going to eat if I'm going to order anything, because I think it's just McDonald's right now. And I really don't want McDonald's. It just bothers me because people think I haven't done anything, and I'm not talking about a situation. Like I said, I'm not talking about that anymore. Okay, so let's not talk about that. I was advised not to talk about it, so I'm not. What triggered the 7 Tylenol was the bullying, was the not feeling good enough, was the feeling unloved, was feeling abandoned, was feeling like I had nobody in my life because the only person I had was my mom, and we were stuck at a shelter. I felt like I was a failure. That's what triggered that, because people was telling me I was not good enough, and because I believed it, I said, oh, well, then I'm not good enough to be here, because people literally sit here and I don't know, it's just a whole plethora of things. Literally sitting here and literally saying, well, we don't want you to do that, but then that's essentially what you're doing. You prevent me from being successful because you don't want me to be more successful than you. I'm not hurting anybody by doing lip sync videos. I'm definitely not hurting anybody by speaking up about real world issues. If you don't want to talk about ICE, then cool. Don't talk about ICE. But that's what's going on in the world, and if you don't want to talk about these real world things, then these are real world things that are affecting people. We can't just ignore these things. Yeah, I wish I could just be happy roses and rainbows and not talk about this stuff and be positive, but sometimes we can't. Nobody posts anything. Nobody does anything. Everyone wants me to be positive, right? And someone's like, well, you need to be more positive. No, I can't. You can go out. You can do all those things. You have freedom. I don't have freedom. I can't just get up one day, wake up and say, hey, let me go take a trip. Let me go somewhere. No, I have to fight my brain every day. I have to wake up and tell myself that I'm worthy, because why isn't, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not. I'm not even going to get into it. It's not about ignoring people. It's about things that people do to you in your life that affects you, and then they don't see where it affects you. And then people act like everything's okay when it's not okay. That's my problem, especially with people online. Do they not see how they affect you when they make you feel like you're wanted, like you're worthy, like you're loved, and then they push you away and treat you as if you're a nobody? You guys keep bringing up these old people from the past that literally have hurt me in some way, shape, or form. That's like, how are you going to trust someone when they act like they show you what love is, but it's not really what love is? You'd be hurt too. You'd want to give up too. I'm tired. I just can't do it anymore. I'm not talking about a she. I'm talking about a he. That's what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about someone, then I'll say I'm talking about someone, but I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about Wesley. I'm talking about when people keep bringing up Wesley. What does Wesley have anything to do with anything? He left social media on his own. It had nothing to do with me. I don't know why you just think I just stalk people all the time. I'm not a stalker. I don't do that. I'm not S-baiting. I never said anything about that. Because, you know why? And it's not just Wesley, it's Jonathan. Let's get into it, right? Like that whole thing. And I hate when people fish for compliments. That literally annoys me. To sit here and be like, oh, nobody loves me and I'm going to be single forever. When I literally said I was in love with him and he liked the comment. And then, you're sitting there being like, no one loves me. Then you're doing these stupid little things that literally, like calling me bae. He literally called me bae. And I didn't even know him like that. And just doing little things. And it wasn't even just things that people would consider friendly. He knew what he was doing. And he did those things under the pretenses of knowing he was never going to have a relationship with me. And that is messed up to do to someone just like Wesley. When am I going to see you? When am I going to see you? When am I going to meet you? It was that whole type of thing of like making me feel like something was going to happen. And then it didn't. Like, I'm so tired of that. I'm so done. That's what it's really about, because I'm so sick and tired. You know, I'm done. I'm not here to play games with anyone. Okay? I'm not here for you to figure out that all of a sudden you don't love me anymore. Like, bruh. And this is not towards a recent issue. I'm talking about online stuff, well, in general. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people to start labeling things. But I'm tired, okay? Like, I'm so sick and tired of people playing the damn games. Like, I'm sick of it. If you really don't love someone, then tell them you don't love them instead of just disappearing off social media or doing certain things, right? You tell someone all of this and then you just leave them with those feelings, and you don't even have a conversation. Like, I get it, men don't like to have these conversations, but they should. They're over here leaving this destruction. These girls were jealous. They were jealous of me because anytime he would give me some sort of attention or just even acknowledge me on the live and they didn't get acknowledged, I got jumped in group chats. Like, literally not physically, but in the group chat they would dogpile on me and say horrible things to me. Oh, you're a stalker. All because they were jealous at the fact that he showed any interest to me. Okay, because I'm myself, and how hard is it to believe that someone could be themselves? And then these people put that on someone else and make them feel horrible because there's insecurities. So now I feel horrible because you're making me feel like I don't deserve that person, like I'm not good enough because, oh, look at him, he's conventionally attractive compared to her. She doesn't deserve someone like that. And you put that in people's heads. Why can't people just be kind instead of sabotaging? I could have been in relationships that were sabotaged. There was one relationship that got sabotaged by some chick that ended up with him, but it didn't last, and I knew it, and they didn't last. All because she wanted to talk crap about me, which was not true. She said I was fake. Not from what I heard, but anyways. But I better go because I need to go figure out what I'm going to eat. It's getting late and I got to order something before it gets too late. But anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are. Have a good day or night where you guys are. I was not talking about me. I was talking about them. Like, anytime somebody saw that someone was getting close to me or was interested in me, they tried to ruin the relationship. That's what it was. And to be honest, it was because they wanted to be with that person. It's like, well, fine, you can be with that person. I'm not fighting you for that person. I'm not going to fight someone for somebody. Have them. I'm not one of those girls that fights for a relationship like that. They were like, if they went to you and they didn't want to date me, then but they sure learned their lesson to know who was being true and who wasn't. But now I bet you they regretting that. He's regretting that because look, he's not even with the person that, manipulated him. So whatever. Talking crap, saying, oh, she literally went on a live and literally had the nerve to say that I was fake. You never met me in real life. The other girl you met in real life, so I could understand you calling her fake, but I'm not fake. You don't even know me. You just know me from social media. I'm fake because you're jealous that someone that you're trying to get with that is way younger than you, that is not even in your age range, and you're mad because he's interested in me. Girls are really weird. They're jealous. They very much are. Anyways, I better go. Have have a good day or night where you guys are. We'll see you guys later. I need to go get something to eat or order something. So, yeah. Anyways, good night, guys. Bye.